committee must fill out a registration slip, which can be found outside the doors. You can turn them in at this desk.
Maybe the neighbor to the north doesn't like.
Maybe he'll come.
Yeah, this is that Kenneth Zimmerman.
All the work.
Where'd they get the money? Where'd they get the money?
Stuff, yeah. Yep. I'm sure.
You want to speak or you just want to watch?
Well, I might want to speak.
Oh, sure.
Exactly, they're just.
I have no idea.
So you might want to speak. That would be a good.
Oh, that's my neighbor over there.
Oh,
That's next door. I'll be there. Good. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. I don't know. He's a cabinet maker,
oh,
and I had offered it to him, and he wasn't interested.
oh.
I don't know what this can is. Yeah, we'll see.
Mhm.
So John, you get a new car.
My car had
What?
I wish I could get a kind of.
It's not.
appeared to speak for information only and just kind of speak your piece. You're not.
It's a long way.
You got it. You need them.
Everything I'm doing.
I'll take those.
And will I need to stand where I am and
Yeah,
speak?
you
or-
can sit there and then usually we have more, so you only have to still be really quick, but.
I mean.
Well, he'll have his time, then
Okay.
you could come up and do your speak and then he can
We're just
rebuttal.
so good, except for.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You can reface them.
I know you.
Good evening, Craig.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
You can
crazy.
reface them.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or is that like out of the question?
We were just down there about a.
Okay, I will call this meeting of the Waushara County Planning and Zoning Committee to order. This meeting will begin with a public hearing. Anyone other than the applicant on, or the representative wishing to speak must register and submit the registration slip to the zoning assistant administrator this time. Following the hearing, we will conduct our monthly business meeting, at which time we will vote on the application. You may stay and hear how the application are decided, or you may leave following the hearing. The applicant and the town board will be sent a copy of tonight's decision. Any other person wishing to receive a copy of the decision can sign the sheet on the table at the front of the room. Those of you wishing immediate knowledge of the outcome of this proceeding may call the county zoning office tomorrow morning. The procedure we will follow for the hearing of each application is: the applicant and their agent or representative will be asked to present their application, followed by any questions or comments from the committee. Then all correspondence will be read. Then others in favor will have a chance to speak. Anyone objecting will have a chance to speak. Next, I will then ask for a summary of the committee's field observations and staff comments. Finally, the applicant will be allowed a chance for a short rebuttal if they wish. Anyone wishing to speak should use the microphone, state their name, and direct their comments to the committee. I ask that all testimony be kept brief, no more than 5 minutes, and to the point. If you are testifying as a Nearby landlord, please tell us where your property is located relative to the subject property. Tonight's hearing will be recorded and recording will become part of the record. Comments that are based on hearsay or secondhand information, as well as slanderous or prejudicial remarks, will be ruled out of order. The committee has looked at the property, and the record will reflect these observations. Any persons affected by an administrative decision of this committee has 10 days from the filing of tonight's decision to make an appeal to circuit court. The county assumes no liability and makes no warranty as to the legality of any construction constructed prior to the expiration of this 10-day period. I will now introduce the committee. The end is John Vander Baden. Next is Bart Peterson, myself is Pat King, Kyle Ketcher, which is acting administrator.
Yep.
So
Todd's going to Florida.
Todd went to Florida, and Becky Huja is our secretary. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not normally the chair, so bear with me. Frank Sabatino Trust for Tacoma has made an application for a conditional use in accordance with section 58-236 parentheses 10 and 58-454 parentheses 31 of the Waushara County zoning code to place a used 3-bedroom 31 by 40 single family dwelling on a vacant parcel of land in the AG5 general agricultural 5 acres zone in the town of Dakota. Location at approximately 4.7578 acre parcel of land that is part of the E half of the SE quarter part of lot 2 CSM 4702, now lot 2 CSM 4844, section 13 T18 north, I assume, R10E, town of Dakota, 19th Avenue. Okay.
Now you ask the applicant to come up and
Yes.
give a speech.
Frank, would you like to come up and tell us what your plans are for this property?
Yeah, right there in the microphone right there, Frank.
Okay. Yes, I plan on putting a basement, a 4-foot basement with a 4-foot knee wall, so there would be 6 steps going down, 6 steps going up to the present level of the house. And then, so by doing that, I'm adding rooms downstairs. And Vern Wagner was out and did the test for a perk and so forth. I mean, a perk was there, but for other, whatever he needed to give me a location. So, then once the foundation is built, the house will be lowered onto the foundation. And I'm also gonna add, there's a jog in the house in the front towards the road. That's gonna be where the steps going down, and also a closet or something will be in there. And the steps going up and down will be in there. And basically that's about it. So, but what else do you need?
You
You can ask, you guys got any questions?
does anyone of the committee have any questions?
Yeah, you said a 4-foot basement?
Pardon?
A 4-foot basement?
It's gonna be a 4-foot block with windows. So I have windows in the basement, then it'll be a 4-foot knee wall above the block. Yeah, that's so basically, the block is gonna come up to grade, so it's really gonna be up 4 feet other than what it is right now, so, or would be, yeah.
The house will be 4 feet off.
Yes, the level that's there now will be up about 4 feet. And then another 4 feet going in to the living quarters below, so. And, that's about it, really. And,
Are you expecting to put bedrooms in the basement?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna put anything down there as far as basement. I know I'll probably put a kitchen down there and, possibly a living room, because I'm gonna put a 3-bedroom, septic in, so. Right now it's 3-bedroom, but one of them is small, so I may eliminate that and just, add a one larger one downstairs, so.
So you're aware that if you have bedrooms in the basement, you're gonna need a window large enough
Yes,
for firefighters egress?
definitely. That's why I said I'm putting a wooden knee wall with windows. So I have adequate windows. Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Any other questions?
Yes, what's your plan on starting this project?
Probably the way it looks now, it could be spring. I was hoping to get it, done this, and I may, I have my high hole out there for digging, the basements and that, so I may still do it. I was telling Kyle, I had a procedure done Wednesday on my prostate and stuff, and which is okay, except that I've gotten a lot of bleeding and stuff. That's why it wasn't there yesterday. I wanted to go, but it was a bad day, so, but now today I'm doing fine, so.
So do you think you'll have this project done by this time next year?
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's has to be done before then, yes. Yeah. The latest that I would start would be early spring. That's the latest, but I really hope to do it now. And I have a contractor and the person that is gonna set the house and stuff is all aware he's ready to do it, so. I don't see any hold up on it, so. That's about it.
Can that house stay the way, it looks like it's,
No, it's on beams, and yeah, I was concerned because the guy that moved it, I said, I don't want the house springing apart. Well, we went in to look at it, and he did do some propping up on it, but if it stays until spring, I have the contractors going and close everything up. They had damaged the roof and moving, which I repaired, and that's pretty well done. There's just 1 or 2 boards they have to put on, but the roofing is done. It's sealed up, and but there's still, it will have to be closed inside so animals or whatever don't get in for the winter. That's all. But I hope to get it going really. And let's see.
So it appeared some of the siding down towards the bottom was a little bad. Are you gonna replace it?
Sorry, I'm kind.
Oh, the siding on the bottom, the
Yeah,
long siding on the bottom looked like it was bad. Are you gonna
I'll replace that.
replace it?
Oh, yeah, no, when I get done, it's gonna be right. Yeah, my plan is whatever it needs, it's gonna get, because my intent is not to move in it. It's to sell it, and to sell it, I want it to be right, so that it has the appeal, for people. So other than that, that's,
there appears to be 2 lots there.
it is.
So
Yeah, it's
it's only on
it's
the,
a total of 8, but they're divided, it's a 3 point something and 4.3 or 7, whatever it is. But yeah, it is 2 lots. It's totals out to be like 8 acres, but they're separate. I'm selling the house with the 1 lot only. I'm not the corner, I'm keeping it, so.
Right.
But,
You can sit down, I guess.
All right.
If that's it.
Yep.
And I'll do my little history, or
Then he, yeah, has to speak.
we do correspondence too. I can do that, or
Isn't.
you could have him come up, I guess. Sometime I gotta do my project history, and then we can do correspondence, and then I'll do the staff go through. And how would I do the project history, and then you ask me if there's any correspondence for people to speak, and then we'll do
Okay,
that.
all right.
Yeah. All right, the property in question is a vacant piece of land created by a CSM in 2002, located on 19th Avenue on the White River Trail. The home itself was originally located off of Chicago Point Road, approximately 2.5 miles to the northeast of the shores of Big Silver Lake. However, since then, the applicant has purchased the house and moved it out to the subject property in anticipation for receiving this conditional use. The home predates county zoning, but is evident by attached photos on the on-site that the home is relatively good shape. Outside needed some minor cosmetic repairs, as we seen when we were out there. The recent haul and age of the structure. Should be noted that the applicant has already submitted and received a sanitary permit for a 3-bedroom system. I think we don't have any correspondence, but we do have one person to speak.
So we have no correspondence from anybody, but,
So the neighbor to the north, Kenneth Zimmerman, is registered to speak, not in opposition, just to speak for information only. So Ken, you can come up and do your talk or ask some questions if you want to.
So I am Kenneth Zimmerman, and my address is in 1425 19th Avenue. It's my property line. I mean, I share property lines with Frank. And where the house is sitting right now, I realize it's not where it will end. But it feels plenty close to my property. And I'm thinking that possibly once it's done, it could end up attracting more an undesirable neighbor. So what I was thinking was, would there be any possibility of actually locating that home on the other property to the south of the 4.7 acre, 7.8 acre question or lot in question here? I had some interest in the property, but of course the house complicated all of that. So I think that's basically what I wanted to say, just air my thoughts and see if Frank would have any thoughts about putting it on the other property instead of this one. I think we could live with neighbors that close. It would just be less than ideal. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, and I had a conversation with Kenneth the other day. He came into the office and I looked at the packet a little bit more. And I think the reason why Frank picked this location was Dan Chelmo did the soil test in 2006. So the perk test was already done for that particular area. The reason for that, I'm thinking, as well as looking at the septic suitability map layer, the further to the south and west you go on that corner, the soils get worse. Not for conventional. There is a mound system on the Wallace property to the south there. So I think that might be one of the reasons why he picked that area, but that'd be a conversation that you could have with Frank about it. So
Yeah,
I guess.
sure. Yeah, well, that's, I don't have, like you said, I'm not here strictly in opposition. I just wanted to air my thoughts and show interest.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you. Hey, Frank, would you like to have a rebuttal or you can?
Yes, like you said, Vern Wagner is the one that gave me the location for a conventional system. If I move further to the south, he said there could be a problem. So, and I don't wanna create where I have a mound system or that type where, when I have a perk there that's adequate and for a conventional. So that's why we picked that spot, and the exact spot I'll leave to Vern, cause maybe that right where it's sitting, or where I'm thinking.
You could maybe move it
Where
further.
the tank's gonna be or whatever.
You could maybe move the house further to the south, so that's not on the line, and then have the tank, and then we're all worried about where the tested area is, where the drain field is gonna go. So that's really has to stay in that area. So
Tell me what is the side setbacks there from the
in
side?
the AG zone is 20-foot side yard setbacks is the requirement.
I'm 100 feet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't, planning, selling it, you don't plan on selling it to undesirable people.
Yeah.
And,
Ken's just looking out for, not having someone close to his property.
I understand that. I understand, sure.
Yeah.
But, anyway, it's kind of set up for where I had the stakes.
Yep.
Sure, that's where Vern wanted it. And,
You gotta be close enough to the tested area for the drain field to get pitched for a conventional.
exactly, yeah. So I don't want to cause any problems with the septic system whatsoever there.
Yep.
Because it's borderline, really.
Yeah, I know, cause
Yeah.
I said the Wallace property, there's a 4-foot mound there, so I know it can
Mound.
change.
Yeah,
really
the
quick.
field, Ken has a pond down there, so you can tell where the water level is.
Yeah.
But Vern worked it out and had tested it and said, fine, so that's why I picked that spot.
Yep. I understand once I look at the paperwork.
Okay,
Okay,
very good, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
all right. You said there's no correspondence, is there anything?
No correspondence, he speaks, so I'll do my little on-site notes. So the Planning and Zoning Committee visited the property at the recent on-site on Wednesday, November 19th, and were generally supportive of the request for the conditional use. The committee did, however, have a couple of concerns that they felt needed to be addressed. First, the committee felt there were dozens of lower siding boards that were in disrepair and needed to be replaced. Second, the committee was concerned over the current placement of temporary home and the fact that it is unfinished sitting on the trailer in a highly visible location. The committee wanted to extend a 60-day window to get the applicant to pull the land use and building permits to permanently situate the structure in a timely manner. Staff reviewed the request and believes the subject for the used home meets or exceeds the intent of the county zoning ordinance. Said home is finished in such a manner so it is aesthetically detract from its surroundings and will aid in maintaining area property values and should certain conditions be followed. While the committee will be making a recommendation on this request later in the evening, staff is recommending approval of the conditional use request to place a used 3-bedroom 31 by 40 single-family dwelling on the vacant parcel.
Okay, so that would be the conclusion of the public hearing. Okay, so I'll call the hearing to, I'll call the meeting to order, roll call as taken. So I'll need an approval of the agenda.
I'll make an approval for the agenda.
I'll second.
Motion made second to approve the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Approval of the minutes of yesterday.
Excuse me, I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Motion made and second to approve the minutes from yesterday. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Unfinished business, none. New business, action on the public hearing application. Get a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, a motion made second and Would, Bart, would you like to read the, okay,
The requested application, if approved, will be consistent with the spirit and intent of the zoning code, will not be contrary to the public interest because after reviewing the application and considering all related testimony, the application, if approved with conditions, will not harm the public or neighboring land uses. Visibility is good at the driveway location and traffic is minimal at this location. There are no public safety issues. The proposal matches the lot and available area. Therefore, the requested application, if approved, the following conditions shall apply. The development must be in substantial compliance with the site plan and testimony provided at the public hearing. All other required setbacks and all other codes must be complied with, including those of the Uniform Dwelling Code. The home must be brought back to a like new condition. Any siding boards and or exterior elements that are in disrepair or in need of replacement must be repaired, replaced within the life of the land use permit. The applicant shall submit for and obtain a land use and building permit within 60 days of the notice of decision approving the conditional use. The home shall be relocated and or situated upon an approved foundation shortly thereafter or within a timely manner. Adequate parking must be provided. The driveway shall meet all required codes, including fire and access code requirements to provide for access by emergency vehicles. In addition, the driveway shall provide good visibility and a turnaround area to prevent backing onto the road. The applicant will allow agents of Waushara County access to the property to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Failure to comply with the above listed conditions may result in the possible rescission of the conditional use and the removal of the structure from the property.
okay, after reading those conditions and, how do we, take a vote? John,
I'm in favor.
Bart,
Yes.
Pat says yes. It is approved. Thanks, Frank. Okay. Let's see. Review of possible, action to request for extensions and land use permits.
We don't have any.
Or not. Review of, minor changes requested in previous approved public hearing applications.
No.
Review of next month's public hearing application for time and route planning purposes.
Got any for next month?
Variance right now. Well, no, yeah, because you guys won't have one then.
We won't have one.
Just one variance.
Zoning administrator and financial report, including financial data, permit updates, department staff, activities and project updates.
That's what we talked about already.
Okay, now entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned. Thank you. So.